Täällä taas rauha maas. A thing that I noticed while watching the starting screen that at times or a friendly twin boy from the shuttle appears on the starting screen. Also, on my free time, which I have a lot, I tested out the control schemes and then found one that is more suitable for me because it doesn't require the toggle and otherwise it's quite similar to the original way of doing stuff. Like having the triangle button to bring out the camera instead of left 2. But now I wonder, why does it take this much loading time? You barely see the butterfly flapping its wings. Yeah. Oh. Actually. We need to restart because this is the test. Test save I did. And ended up going much further, so I'll just load the right save and figure out how to do that. So I apologize. Scuff from the very beginning of the stream. Oh, it's a load. So yeah, we have our manual save 1, that is the where we actually are. Beautiful, just beautiful. Let's hope that the shape does contain the changed control scheme. I think we were in the Osaka house. Loading. Da-da-da. Yeah, it retains. And yes, we are in the Osaka house. And we have the new toggle. I have yet to figure out how those work. I assume that at some point we get an explanation for that. Also, it's I realized. Okay, actually I should be reading this. I also realized how the battle actually works in this game, and it's very interesting. I remember hearing stories about village that disappears from maps. Supposedly it was because on the day a big festival a long time ago, tons of people got massacred, whatever, but it still exists, and the Twin Jesus statues can be found in the surrounding forest. We lured the people there. Once you pass through the gate at the entrance, there's no limit. From there, the night of the massacre continues and the sunrise never rises. In the midst of all that, I can hear the terrifying laugh of a woman echoing through the place. As the stories go, the only survivor in the village that night was Yuquesit, a lone woman. Which doesn't make sense because if you look at the Torii Gate, there is a very, very clear passage that you could take. You just need to shimmy your way through the leaves. And now we get more of the side quest. You have the man who investigates Masumi. How many days it has been since I first entered this village? Has it only been a couple days, 2 or 3, or has it been years? Sometimes I feel like the former, other times it feels like the latter. When you are in the village, where the night never ends, your sense of time starts to become fuzzy after a while. Miyako is completely exhausted by this point, merely living alone. On rare occasions, she attempts to flash me a weak smile. It pains me to see. I think she's nearing her breaking point, both physically and mentally. I've decided to leave Miyako here and investigate the village alone. I'm sure I'll find a way out here, and when I do, I'll come back for her. So basically they were together, but at some point they ended up being separated because Miyako couldn't move anymore that much, so Masumi decided to go to have his own little detour. Now we are just tracing his steps again. And also I really like that you can hear the little bell sound indicating that you have a ghost nearby. I came back to this plateau to investigate the Torii gate I saw when I first entered this village. Unfortunately, no matter how hard I tried, all I could find around the decaying gate was a bunch of trees and weeds. No signs of the path that Miyako and I took when we initially entered in here. The plateau itself is actually known as the Misono Hill, according to the village records. It's an area of significant importance when it comes to the rituals of this place. At the center sits a formation of large rocks known as the Oblation Circle, which is surrounded by a protective barrier. The Oblation Circle, as records describe it, functions as a sort of cover meant to seal off some sort of hole. Reading that just makes me wonder what this hole could contain for them to use such enormous stone, let alone why all it needs to be sealed off in its first place. As always, there are a lot more questions than answers around here. For all I know, maybe this hole leads ever exactly to what I am looking for, a way out of this village. Looks like I have something else I need to dig into further. So we have 4 reports we can find. And they are scattered all around the village. And yeah, this is like if you look at it, you can just push through it. It's fine, it doesn't cause problems. So now we have 2 things we need to do. First we need to find all the remaining 3 things from Masumi. And the other thing is that we need to follow the butterflies. Which will be ass, to be honest. Not because it's hard to follow them, but because what awaits. Us in the distance. Like, see this shit. You want to get very close at them. That's basically how this fighting works. There's actually a tutorial how to stop that thing. But yeah, in original Fatal Frame you took shots from the distance. Oh, okay, you scored more if you let them closer, but basically you wanted You scored more if you let them. Oh yeah, now we have a wandering people. There's a reason now why we want to put flashlight off, and that's so we don't need to fight every single one. In original game you just wanted to fight everything, but here it's like, okay, I'm not going to use my film to fight everyone. I'll just stay hidden. So in the sense, yes, the crouching button did have real usage in this game. Actually, let me just see the charms that I'm holding. I could actually take a try it because it gives me more damage. Let's see what this one says. Yeah. Interesting. We actually want to get to the they are still there. We want to get to the kid. But they are turning around. Old seat. Well then, let's follow the butterflies. And that was a neat effect. We need to go there, but I wonder what is here. Film, I have that pool. We have that also completely full. I really like that how they have expanded the village, so it's bigger in every sense. Like originally it was like a few areas you could go into. Everything like, well, you had what's the word? Okay, we can go down here. We had like a fixed camera angle, so of course every place content of a screen. But now it's more like we do have a... There's a doll here. Where's its twin? Every place had like a fixed screen, so of course it meant that fuck to actually... Yes, I can zoom this way. Okay, maybe this is hint because this one has the red string on this side. This means the twin should be on this side because they have like the sash is on the middle, or well, not sash, it's a string, but so that can be actually a clue of sorts, or they are positioned. Now the question is, where would it be? Well, anyway, we just continue our merry way. I just don't want to fight anyone in this place. The idea sounds very horrible. But because this is Fatal Frame, we most likely will be fighting somebody in this place. Actually, I can see the doll from there. And I'm not looking forward to meeting Kusabi, because Kusabi was an insta-kill on the original game, no matter if you had the stone mirror or not. It was always an instant kill. We do have our like a checkpoint now, and basically we can have what's the word? We are able to have autosaves, but it doesn't make fighting Kusabi any better, depending on where the autosave is. Actually, I'll check here. There's a doll. Could I actually see a doll? I doubt that they are in this order. Well, something to figure out later. Much later. It's such a pretty place, though. Oh, I guess the statue investigator is also Masumi. Yeah, it's the village report. I found this line of each of statues. Those guardian statues often seen along the roads, standing adjacent to another. One of them struck me as a little odd, a chisel comprised of a pair of twins. Luckily, while scouring to what literature still survives on this estate, I found some documentation on this teacher statue, or should I say statues. This region of Japan has a unique culture that especially venerates twins, including a ritual that they carry out themselves. Once this ritual is complete, a new twin Jesus statue is carved out somewhere in the village. The ritual in question used to take place on a cyclical basis once every few decades, and the sheer number of twin statues indicates this practice has gone on for quite a long time. Welcome raiders, let me give you a shout out, as I am reading a story about massacred twins once I found my mouse somewhere. Where did my mouse go? Oh, there is go. Hello. How was your stream, Arska? Hope you had a fun stream. Complete. Arska. There you go. It didn't want to shout out you. Well, that's very sad. Does the other one work? None of them works. Well, that's beautiful. Well, hello Arska, Umu, and whoever is joining. We are playing Fatal Frames. Oh, that's great. Dark Souls games, I have very interesting relationship with them. But they are very fun. It's been good. Actually, this modern Fatal Frame is quite a lot like Dark Souls, because you need to keep dodging and whatnot. But yeah, we are talking about the ritual that takes place. Okay, strangely all of the twin Yicho statues that I've managed to find in the village are damaged, with one of the individuals in each statue being completely headless. In some cases it even looks like only one. Okay, my mouse is not in the wrong place. Those heads was even ever carved in the first place. Maybe there's no particular significance to what I'm seeing, but I'm sure it's eerie to look at regardless. I'm getting the feeling that maybe it wasn't a good idea for me to leave Miyako behind. As for the specifics of what went on with these twin-based rituals, unfortunately I haven't been able to uncover any detailed explanations. Regardless, I need to find a way for us to get out of this village ASAP. So yeah, you have dodging and you have all sorts of other things. Things that you normally do not see in Fatal Frame games, at least prior to this. You can hide and you can do all sorts of stuff. This comes to be important later. Anyway, hope you had a good stream and go rest, go eat, go drink, whatever you need to do. And if you stay, hope you like some photography of ghosts. It will be interesting. And you will hear me cursing a lot about the battle mechanics of this game. Oh yeah, well it's actually a skill in Fatal Frame games or well. When you find like a special lens, it allows to stun people. Village Shepherd 3. After climbing a long set of stairs, I stumbled across a small Shinto shrine shrouded in mist. It's an old but well-constructed shrine, with any obvious signs of damage. Large butterfly motifs can be found at the entrance, and the design of which is identical to what I saw in the building across the large bridge. Butterflies in this village seem to hold an equally important significance in its culture as that of twins. References to them can be found all over the place. Okay, have a good one. Enjoy your food. References to them can be found all over the place in surrounding records as the special ritual was conducted here. In fact, the word butterfly itself looks to me like some kind of code word, although I have no real idea what it could actually mean. Based on the surrounding in the context, when I see it used, however, I can tell it at least something to do with one type of ceremony in particular. That much I was able to determine. whatever the actual meaning might be, it's clearly something important for butterflies to be featured so prominently at this shrine. Suffice it to say, I've got some more research to do. Yes, we are getting the side stories. Well, funnily, this is like a place where you originally found the first stone mirror. But now the game basically gave you everything from the very get-go, so you get all types of film. Oh, I saw you. They are not even a shot. But yeah. What we are going to do next is that this is the place where we are going to find the first key that we require. And we got a prayer bead, so prayer beads is basically this game's version of the what do you call it, the stones that you can find in the fourth game. Originally it was purely based on finding score, but here you need to find, I mean, in original Fatal Frame 2 it was purely based on the score that you got from killing ghosts, but here you need to find the prayer beads. And instead, the score that you get from killing ghosts, you can use in the shop to buy stuff for yourself. I think that I am going to do once I find the next save place, because I feel like I will be needing heal items a lot. This is so gorgeous. Okay then, we go to the butterfly shrine. It's not creepy at all. Oh, there's more. Oh, this is one of them. Can I? No. An old abandoned shrine with the horrors beyond my imagination. What could happen in a place like this? Okay, another prayer bead. Good, because now we can immediately use it to amp the max power attack of our camera. This is a thing that we really need a lot, as the ghosts in this game are much beefier than they used to be. Okay. And it's actually a good save as well. I played this game 6 hours. Lunar ring sense. Oh. More things to listen. Let's do that right away. Actually, it's a defensive charm, but we'll listen to it. Hello, Janne. Hello, Janne. Hope you're doing great. And what that crystal basically was, this ceremony master informing that sacrificing Kusapi was not enough. And basically the Kusapi is like secondary sacrifice that is used in case the ritual goes wrong in a way or another, or like in this case, because the twin escaped. Oh, how are you enjoying? Okay. Well, that went well. Now we have a door that closed. Hope you're enjoying that. I know what I'm expecting, so I wasn't fast enough. Fuck. That was I mean that this game has become Dark Souls, because you do have like a dodging mechanic, and then you have this very okay. You are dead. Mister, please die. I know they are teaching about the special shots that may or may not be like. You just fucking die. But yeah, you can do special shots that can drain your willpower, and if you are running out of willpower, what happens is that you basically fall down on your knees, like it just happened right there. Another new mechanic introduced by this game. Originally you didn't have this risk of being pinned down. But yeah, Cyberpunk sounds fun. It's a game that I have seen many people play, and apparently it's actually now functional game, because I remember when it was released they were saying that it's a very broken mess. So maybe I should look into Cyberpunk. Why are you leading me here? Oh yeah, you are taking me back to them. Did you see that? The bloody trio is there, and I am not willing to fight them. They really went with them. The sneaking mechanic in this game. Like original game, you didn't need to avoid enemies, you just could blast through them with your camera, it was fine, but here you actually need to be like a very conservative what you do. In a sense it gives it more horror vibe, but it's just built so odd compared to the original game, where you basically just could take on any enemy you wished. But now you really need to think that when do you run and when do you fight. Hello Emily, enjoy your lurk. We have finally learned how to fight. And understood that it's very important to actually use stealth in this game, and not just run into every enemy you can. Oh, there's another person there. So you need to go there. Oh, it's an enemy. Look at that damage when I do it from the close quarters. It's like... You stand no chance now. You are dead. Funny, isn't it? Now that you know how to play this game, then it gets much easier. Also, there's stealth kills now. You can stealth kill an enemy. In series, this was not in the Archeon, but hey, I'm going to... Okay, I'm not going to take this. Let me slowly back away and hope they don't notice me. This one of the trio. But where's the two others? That's the sickle guy. There should be... okay, there's the torchbearer. Oh wait, no, that's not the torchbearer. Bad thing is that even if you defeat them, they will come back later, so... There's a torchbearer, so that was the whole builder. Basically. I'm just casually walking away, hoping that I won't be caught. Okay, I need to go here now. It was counted. I didn't know what I took a picture of, but I managed to take a picture of it. But yeah, this is a completely new area because originally the keys were hidden in the Jesus statues, behind the Jesus statues, so you had to find that in Jesus. The correct ones, the one behind the temple and then the one near the like the entrance. But here it's basically like, okay, actually you have to go to bases to get them. What is this? Twins are gods who protect us, and by extension the twin dolls are also gods. You can find them all over. Oh, I think these photos just tell where the dolls are. I completely nearly missed that. Let's see what our files say about the side quest. Okay, Dwindle games, you need to get to chapter 4. It's really nice that now they tell us where in which chapter the side quest continues, because originally it was you just ran around the places that you had visited before and hoped that you stumbled upon on the side quest. Let's see what it says. Yeah, I need to find one more report. Miyoki's part has been completed. Now I just need to finish the story for her fiance, and then I got one of the few things done. I really like the improvement in this game that now the charms are not only for getting more information about things. It's also working as sort of a charm that enhances your abilities. It's really a cool addition to the original. More herbal medicine. More herbal medicine. Yeah, they have improved a lot of things in this game, like introducing the stealth mechanics, and also I don't know how that counted as them because I couldn't see the other one, but I take that. I'll take that. Anyway, I was going to say that they improved things, made things more meaningful, but also added new stuff like the stealth mechanics, escaping from the coasts, hiding, so forth. But some of them things are like, why does it exist? Also, it's a bit like photo mode, yeah. I can get a different outfit for them. It's a very important things to do. This is like the end game. You just want to pimp up your characters to make them look prettier in the game. Well, fuck. I'm sure this is not a good thing. Oh, more Type 0 film. Now I need to go there. Yeah. I don't think kicking these stone pillars is good because the legends basically goes it's in children's hell. Hello, Manny. It has been really great. I like some of the improvements they have made, and now that I've figured out how the battle actually works, it's much easier. There's a lots of changes to the original game, so that I've been explaining. For instance, now you have these things here. I have no idea how to unlock them, but I guess that once you find a special filter like this one, you can use it. And this is like the other thing, like you have this special filter, this one. It's basically the same thing as the Fatal Frame 5's, the ability to see the ghost traces. So this filter here does the same thing. And there are a few other interesting like updates to the game. Another like if you are interested, the major update is that like camera obscura. So now instead of using points from Killing Ghost to upgrade camera, you use these prayer beads you find from the surroundings in the same fashion as you use them in the Fatal Frame 4 and 5. In those you had those like crystals you collected. And now in Fatal Frame 2 originally you did have those special stones you could find to use with Spirit Stone radio in order to hear people's thoughts from the path. It functions with us the same way back there, but on top of that you can actually use the charms to enhance abilities. So like I am using a charm that is now increasing my attack. Also, now we can use flashlight on and off, and it's very important for the stealth mechanics, just like kneeling is very important. It's basically a completely different kind of game. Let's see what the stone says. I am not fluent with Japanese, but I feel like this was not exactly what they said. Like I was quite sure I heard that they said kawaii in a few times, saying that it's scary. And also that you need to be hurry, open it. Anyway, I'm not going to say anything about the localization. Okay, we got a prayer bead. And now we actually switch the proper film because we are going to fight. Yeah. There you go, boxed lady. The ghosts are very cool in this one. And they are very, very, let's say, they last a lot of damage. That's like the only major issue I have this game, that these ghosts have been made extremely sturdy. Where did it go? I'm in a very bad position. No, you didn't just. Also, this is like you remember blooming for Fatal Frame 4. It's back. And now basically the ghosts can get enraged, and then they basically do like they get some of their health back and they become more stronger. So that's now a thing that is in this game. I mean, I think the remake also did something similar as it was made after the fourth game, but they have brought it back here. And it's more horrifying. Also, I'm surprised how well that fight went, because in the story mode, as I'm basically playing this currently in normal mode, but for my friends I'm just using the story mode to just show them things, is that fight went really badly. Hello, Karu. Thank you for the follow. Oh fuck. You need to hide. Because we don't want to fight every raid that there is. Hope you have fun. We are... Actually... I'm going to fatal frame you. You are going to so die. Like, look at the amount of damage I can do when I'm focused. Like, this is like the new thing about this game, is that instead of like a... Well, how to put it? Okay, I have full of this. Originally, it didn't really matter from which distance you took the sword, as long as you connected. You wanted to let them close to get more points and do the fatal frame. But in this, the closer they are, the more damage you do. I don't think it affects the point counter that much. But anyway, they have basically worked it a bit more to make it more of like a... I guess we are killing this guy then too. Just die already. And once you figure out that it's actually the game wants you to intentionally to get close to the enemies to fatal frame, not necessarily fatal frame them, but damage them more, it gets more like easier to fight. Now there's only one more guy left, and that's the torchbearer. And I wonder if it's like, if they are waiting us in there. Near the Sai's house. Sai is the basically the twin of them that went bonkers. Okay, and this again. I really want to find out how do you open these? Because I bet that they are something very nice once you get the thing that helps with them. So yeah, we shall see. Let's talk to our boy. No, it's not Yae nor Sai, it's Yompin. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Important things, we have to escape our destiny. But we are missing a thing though. Because if we look at the files, are missing one of Masumi's reports, and I think it was in chapters 2 still. Oh. Okay, here it actually is. I tried peering through the gate bell, but I couldn't see a thing through the inky blackness. When I listen closely, I can only hear the wind and nothing else. I can tell that the water in this well has all dried up. Whether the manor or the well was abandoned first, I don't know, but I can tell neither have been in use for some time. According to the records I've dug up, this compound used to belong to a clan known as the Tsukiharas, who were influential family in these parts. 3 other powerful lineages also existed in the village: Kiryu, Takibana, and Osaka clans, all of which were permitted to possess their own unique crests. The writings I managed to see indicate that they all operated a group managing both the village and its unique rituals, among other things. The Kiryu tribe is very important here, as well as the Kurosawa family that is mentioned now. All of these individual clans are branch families that ultimately fall under the umbrella of the Kurosawa family, which leads the village festivals and during rituals seem to serve as the role of the Shinto priests. The name Kurosawa itself is a routine fixture of many of the documents I come across, although concrete details about their overall background and identity are largely elusive. What I can say though is that the Kurosawa family probably exercised absolute power over the village. Thus what happened to the people of this village? So where did they all disappear to? And how the hell do we get out of this place? So a bit background. Kurosawa family in the Fatal Frame universe is a very important family in a sense that they have a lot of spiritual powers, and basically in the 3rd and 5th game you are playing as a descendant of Kurosawa, like Kurosawa Reign 3. And as for Kiryu family, they in the first game held a very important part. They were basically the people doing all the nasty rituals down there. Anyway, I'll just get myself quickly some drink, so BRB. And we are back with the drinks. All of the answers are somewhere within the Kurosawa house. I can say why I think that is, I just know that to be true. Oh, we got the 5th report. I have yet to find a way out of this village, but after re-examining the materials I found thus far, I came across some writing that might offer a clue. Underneath the village, there exists an enormous underground passageway system known as the Deep Path. From what I gather, it connects the Alta village Mayor locations to another. It seems it's been in use for many years as a place to store valuable objects, as well as enable people to travel between each clan's property during ritual. While I was unable to glean from this documentation just how big the Deep Path actually is, I have a hunch that it may connect to the outside world. Unfortunately, I haven't uncovered any leads about where the entrance to the Deep Path might be. But considering that the Kurosawa clan is in charge of the rituals in this village, I have a feeling that the answer may lie somewhere within their house. So I'm going to go there next and see what I can find. There's no time to waste, I have to reach the exit and find Miyako. Oh yeah. That's a thing. Oh, there's a doll there. Where is your twin? Oh, there you are. But yeah, this is like them. I don't think that they took from the 4th game. Like in the 4th game, you had the Koseki dolls that you need to collect. Here you have the twin dolls that are basically, well, they are reference to the original like cover art. Here you have these 2 mysterious twins, hand by hand. Now I need to go to the Koseki house. I see that guy, but I think I can manage to go past them before they notice. Yeah. No problem here. Actually, let me look that I got all the stuff I wanted to before I go to the next place. So, yeah, the twin doll games, it's in chapter 4. This is done, and this... Okay, wrong button. It continues into chapter 3. So it's very nice that they actually tell you that what happens in each like in which chapter you can have a chance to forward the next side quest. Now we come to the gate. But before we enter the gate, I'll just check what is upstairs to have some items here that I can collect. Just mapping the place. Yeah. It's very nice that they have like again, this is another thing. You couldn't normally get to this place because, as said in the original, every area was limited due to the fixed camera angles. But and then when it came to the V-Make, the V-Make also had like a limited camera angle. Well, not limited camera angles, but like the 3D areas were basically identical to the original camera angles. So there was nothing really extra, like you couldn't go here, you could only like walk to this door here, and that was the area you were able to see. So they have hugely expanded everything to make it like a more, how to say, intriguing and more exploratable. I don't know what a word I'm going to try to say, but hey, it's a word. I wonder if there's something here too. Okay, I cannot get there. Anyway, I'm not going to try these doors because I know that they are not open yet in this specific chapter. Every house you have to go in order. Now we get to the next chapter. With the power of the two keys. Okay, it counted. Flashlight is going crazy. What does this say? What on earth was that woman? I found her crying in the front of Torii Gate. When I tried to speak with her, I somehow found myself in this village. I went into the mountains in order to bring an end to all of this, but now I can't bear to stay here any longer. I see lots of black shadows wriggling around. They are approaching me, slowly, yet steadily. They are going to turn me into one of them. I have to run. I need to leave this village. I hear a voice coming from the water. It's calling out to me. Wait. That's it. This water must lead to the outside. All I have to do is entrust myself into the current and let it carry me out. But yeah, that's basically what happened to us too. Like we, in the save point, in the like the distance, we walked to the Fonte Tori, we actually saw the crying woman, and then when our main character Mio tried to touch, Mayu tried to touch the woman, then bad things happened. And it's actually a very like a oh, that's most like the folklorists. Okay. More things to listen. Equip this because it gives me health back when I do damage. I mean, they are very pretty. But I am so dead. I just don't want them to go bongers, because that would be... Wait, that was very lucky. Oh no. Oh, it considered as a fatal frame. Interesting. It counted as fatal frame. Anyway, that was the drowned woman whose crystal we just listened. That was horrible. But yeah, this is like a very cool aesthetic. Now the game is ramping up, giving us health items, which can only mean good things. Right. Also, this like a whole courtyard here. In the original game it was a very small area. That's a mouse charm. Let's listen to it. Mayu is giving us a very cryptic, what do you call it? Very cryptic hints of what to come. It's very fascinating that now that you have actually played the original game, the things that they tell us, they basically, well, it spoils a lot when you know it beforehand. Like, okay, sure, it warns you about the massacre of Usapi that is to soon fall upon us, but it also tells you about the very annoying puzzle that awaits us in the manor. Yeah, I can get more max attack. This looks like a cozy place. With all the ketchup on the floor. And now, in a very good horror game fashion, our flashlight stops working. Cool, isn't it? Once more we have this weird thing. I guess like, okay, yeah, to get out of here we need to actually learn, so I think this is the place where we... Okay, I missed the ghost. Okay. But yeah, this is a very cool effect, like you have the thunder. That's a real-time clock, so looking at the real-time clock, it's about 6, so let me play a bit more and then I'll be looking for someone to trade, but for now... let's see what we find. Oh, we got the full reversion beat. This is basically allowing us to reset our camera points and do it again. Now we are getting like a... I'll hide here. If I do that, then I can run away. Everyone, they are all dead. The man came back from the depths of hell. I just did as I was told and kept watch. So yeah, now they are talking about Kosapi. The secondary sacrifice that was used to appease them. A calamity from the depths. Us the twins escaped and with very bad results. Folklorist note number 3. The number of tremors has increased in recent days. Interestingly and possibly in correlation, the population of crimson butterflies fluttering around Minakami has been growing by the day. They are once beautiful yet eerie to behold, resembling countless human souls dancing mostly through the air. Villagers fold their hands in prayer upon seeing the butterflies. An air of solemnity hangs over the village, as if the whole place awaits the coming of something dreadful. The earth itself feels angry, which has the residents of this humble little enclave gripped with fear. I'm beginning to wonder if the Crimson Sacrifice ritual holds a significance similar to that of ground purification ceremonies that take place prior to construction buildings elsewhere in Japan. Indeed, analogous ceremonies could once be found throughout the country in ancient times. Many of them involved live offerings in order to appease angry faithful gods. If that's the case, then I suspect that the twin maidens revered as divine guardians here will fulfill a similar sacrificial role. If such practices do indeed still exist in the current era, that would go a long way to explaining the stillness that settled over the village prior to the festival. Hello to whom is welcome to the Fatal Frames. As the twin maidens turn into crimson butterflies, they then return to the village. So yeah, now we are getting hints of the Crimson Butterfly Festival. and ritual that leads to, well, not always, but it's the attempt to appease whatever wrathful thing lays in the satanic abyss. Load, 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 load. Well, that went well. Well, fuck you too. That was a well-missed fatal frame chance. Good job, you died. More bloody stuff. Ain't this pretty? Isn't this beautiful? This is so beautiful in okay. Beautiful is wrong way, but I mean how the lightning works here, that's what I mean. It's what I'm referring to, and not like these blood-stained walls is beautiful, but let's see what it does say to glowing green crystal too. Okay, and here we can see the trace functionality. More prayer beads. Oh. And we got the thing. Nice. Let's study this bit more. What else do we got here? It's like a very... The lightning effects are so beautiful. Even though this place is bloody as hell. Anyway, it's time to meet Kusabi. Oh fuck. Of course there is a... This is the slashed woman. One of the many Kusapis like as you can see, this is suddenly Dark Souls. Yeah, we are just going to kill them. They tried to escape Kusapi and they... well, it didn't end well. Most likely hid here. Yeah, we got the faintly glowing crystal that we can listen to their story. Sorry, it's items. Yeah, that's the name of the incident. It's called the repentance. I guess because everything starts repeating when stuff goes shit. But yeah. Okay, it confounded. Let me pick this. And then we listen to what Mayu has to say. If it's not clear, our dearest sister is possessed. Now comes the fun part. Even in the PlayStation 2 era, this was a very cool thing. Now we run. It's very interesting, like every Fatal Frame has had a part where you run away from something. Whether it's the tattooed lady or the Sayaka's ghost or the Crimson, not the Crimson, the Wet Maiden. But here is like a... Also, it's very cool that it shows that we cannot harm it. But yeah, this is like now the mechanic that they introduced in this game, properly used. Like, Kusabi is an instant kill enemy. In this case, you have to avoid the instant kill enemy by hiding here on the thing. Actually, let me go here so I can save. Of course, I go to a place where I see the impossible monster, so I thought, hey, this is the best place to hide. Yeah, we got new points. Now we can buy the rares and beads to distribute stuff. And we got the more things to add to our photo mode. I think the lunar incense helps to restore sanity, but I have yet to have any need for it. Also, what we learned from the earlier game, the game, having these kinds of boxes in the ground is not a good thing. And we just need one more beat to get there. Actually, I think I should take one more reload speed and instead of max power, because the reload speeds are horrendous. It's really like sucks how city literally the reload speed is. But really surprises me how much better this has gone. Okay, now we need to find that. Oh, sister is losing it. What I was going to say is that things have gone much better compared to what they went when I played story mode, and this is the normal mode. Now we got the exposure filter, so we have a photo, and with the photo if we just place it right like this, we can make things appear once again. A thing that was taken from the Fatal Frame 5, except with the difference being you don't have to align the camera properly. Now we see the story of the folklorist.
見てはならない場所。その場所を遮影機で映したら。
When I first came to this village, Rokan Kurosawa, the head priest, welcomed me here with open arms. The village lacks any formal mayor to speak of. Instead, he serves as the principal organizer. In all likelihood, Minakami village probably began as a settlement of religious and ritualistic practitioners, with this informal leadership structure being a remnant of that history. The region remains culturally rich even today, with folklore about the gate to hell passed down through generations. The Kurosawa house that I'm sitting in as I write this certainly lives up to its role as the home of chief priest, filled with many surviving records about the village and its history dating back to ancient times. Many of these records relate to those myths and legends that permeate this region, as well as the area's main ritual among the other things. As a folklorist, I can tell that there's a trove of valuable information within these documents. Surprisingly, the head priest has even allowed me to freely search through this literature, which I appreciate. One traditional hidden ceremony specific to this part of Japan is the Crimson Sacrifice ritual, where the twin maidens serve to seal the Gate of Hell, or so it goes. The Gate of Hell itself is a type of legend that concerns a boundary between our living world and that of the dead, such as a hole or indeed a gate. This realm of the dead goes by multiple names, such as the Hell or the Underworld. Access to these venues is typically forbidden, making them spaces to be simultaneously abhorred and feared, but also sometimes revered. Such beliefs about the underworld have occupied people's minds since ancient times. It is my sincere desire to get to the bottom of them and uncover the truth. True, the Minakami village is said to be a host of hidden ceremony that directly pertains to the Gate to Hell, but the mere mention of it isn't allowed, let alone witnessing it. Seeing its ritual that involves the boundary to Hell approaching our world, a religious quarantine of sorts is properly held, which would explain the strict limitations. The villagers lead simple if difficult lives to keep inside the mountain. Minakami village has almost no interactions with the outside world whatsoever. It's a place that feels stuck in the past and old ways, ignorant of the passage of time and the rest of the society. It's as though it was plucked out of the relentless march of history and kept off to the side. Regardless, I've also been granted permission to read through the literature stored in the other houses, for which I'm immensely grateful. There are three main households that comprise the nucleus of the village. These are the Osaka house, the first house I was shown, plus the Tachibana and Kiryu homes, also known locally as the twin houses. Though I was only able to enter a small selection of rooms when I previously visited Kiryu house, I'm sure I'll be able to come through it more deeply before long. Once I finish searching the Kurosawa house, I think I'll next set my sights on the Osaka house. So yeah, Osaka house is the very first house we enter, and now that after this chapter it's a sign to go back there to get more information. I think was that the and now we have a lot of photos that we can see. The quest room, yes, this is the bridge. The Osaka house. Oh, this is how we get to the... I mentioned last stream that I have no idea how to get to the one part, but now that we have this, I guess we can sort of create an entrance. The Osaka house. Deep path comes later. This, I think, is okay after this chapter. after this chapter. After this, wait. Yeah. Later. 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 We have lots of broken gems waiting us to find the rest of it. But basically what we do have a photo of. Oh no, we don't have the photo yet. Well, it's fine. Oh, sorry, I'm actually getting quite tired, so I think I should call it here. Currently we are in the save point and now we have, for the next time, have something very interesting. Well, it's 6 o'clock, so yeah. Actually, I think we'll do so that we'll take a small 10 minutes break when I make coffee and then we continue. Hello Emily, welcome back. We are just about to take a 10 minutes coffee break because I'm getting tired. I'm not sure how much did you see, but we had a fun encounter with Kusapi. So yes, I'll be right back. Despite the unpopular demand, I am back. And I have coffee. Wait. Oh, I was wondering why there's no sound, but I remembered I turned off my headphones when I went to make coffee, so now I'm back and now I have sound. Yeah. It's nice that the game tells us where to go. So yeah. Yae and Sai are the original twins to make the ritual, but Yae escaped. Oh, we drop a picture. Well, shit, that's the entrance. Tribal Diamond Key record. Prevent any outsiders from intruding upon the maiden's room. I am going to store in my room the amulet key entrusted to me by our lord. This is a photograph taken by the young outsider in front of the room. It's very rare and precious, so make sure to keep it somewhere safe. I really do feel that some young is likely best served up as a kusapi to them. Bleh. So yeah, basically this is foreshadowing what happened to the folklorist and his assistant. We saw folklorist's final moments in the flashback, whereas the boy that was with them was turned into Kusapi to serve as the... What do we have here? Ooh. To serve as like a secondary sacrifice for the fact that the ritual went haywire. I guess that's why they allowed them to look into the places, because they knew neither one of those two would ever leave the village grounds anymore. The crimson butterfly's engraved sacrifice shall seal the In its absence, Kusapit repent. The is a gateway spawned from hell, one not meant for likes of man. Thus the children of man must not gaze upon the for they shall be rendered and forfeit their light. Thus the children of man must not speak of the for they shall be rendered and forfeit their voice. So basically what's happened here is that we later come here and we need to place the books in correct order to get the Buddha to let go of its key. Okay. Now we need to go to the entrance hall. And wish we do not run to Kusapi again. Because Kusapi is an insta-kill. As I said previously. That's a glorious fellow, isn't it? I accidentally got like a dolls even if I wasn't trying. What is an item at the Kusabi's room? Don't mind if I do. Well, that was really cool, like you saw when the lightning struck, you saw all the corpses. When it comes to the Crimson Sacrifice ritual, in which pair of twins are made into Shrine Maidens, there are two rituals that take place. First is the main ritual, a Sinto Rite, which occurs on a throne time basis. The second one is the Shadow Ritual, which is said to only happen when the main ritual fails. So both fail, a third event known as the Repentance then occurs, whereby the gate to hell unleashes disaster upon the land. Written records tell of the dead flooding out of the gate and the heavens above closing off. On similar note, Ryoso tells me that Itsuki and Mutsuki, two boys that has been friends since their younger years, have gone missing. Itsuki and Mutsuki is basically Itsuki is the boy that's in the cell. The fact that their whereabouts are unknown is certainly little concerning given they are twins. Should I find them, however, they may be able to tell me more about these different rituals. Oh. Yeah, I saw wrong. Okay, I see Kusabi. I'm going to hide. We are hiding and being very quiet. This is exactly the same place where the woman with the slashed face we are hiding from Kusabi. Next to a candle, behind a broken, what do you call it, screen. And it works. Kusabi doesn't notice us. Sick. So now we just run and get the paper. Okay, that was wonky. You are just a regular ghost, you do not scare me. I have fought with Kusabi. Or well, not yet, but... Let's grab this and then save. I guess I need to speed run this must be. We beat this for the first time. Because a lot of it is once you know where you are going and what you are doing, it's actually quite fast to do. Now we need to go to the... Oh man. Oh, it was the Kusapi. Yeah. Now it's telling us that, hey, with the filter I can... So I now just need to find the correct angle. I actually need to... What did I... Because this is now about alignment, I just need to align this correctly. Let me see what the backsaw author says. Actually, they are in the items, isn't it? Well, that's how it should look. Which one button is that? Oh! This is interesting. Because I had the wrong filter.
隠されていたものがどこに。
Yeah, we get more stuff in here now. I remember this room. Oh. We get new stuff. Gladly we got also like a save point. Yes. We will increase reload. Where the fuck did you come from? No, it's throw stuff. Okay. Oh, it's just two. Oh yeah, because this is the gangbang room. Yeah, the both of them are like I hate your hands, lady. Keep your hands on yourself. Well, that went very badly. And now they are angry. I remember this room being very horrible in the original. It was here too. Now we need to actually... We are going to save because...
お姉ちゃんのところに
can imagine Kusabi being... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Well, you could try to run faster, my lady, because you are going to get killed very fast. Yeah. Well, that was annoying. Hopefully the autosave gives me the position where I was a minute ago. I think I have done this room, yes. Yeah. I'm not actually quite sure what I should be doing here. I assume I should somehow bite them to leave us alone. Well, that's a very bad thing to do. Well, that went very well. So what we do next is we look at the map and see how can we avoid that. Or we make a proper save and continue next time from that thing. That would be also a very good option. Let's see the map. Oh yeah. Kusapis here, they start to be... I guess we could use this. I have to check if we can actually use this to just... But I don't think they will go through the things. At least I fear that what will happen is that, let me just test the theory. If I die here, then I'll end the stream here. I mean, we have been playing about 2.5 hours, and which is quite a lot for my normal streaming schedule, but let me just test the theory. So yeah. We come here. Kusapi spooks us. We run from here. If we can. Then we run from here. Do this little thing. Come back from here. Let's try that. Wait. It could have worked if I did not get confused of where I was going. But this time for sure. It's very like a interesting addition to the original game, because in original game how Kusapi works is that it always spawns in the middle of the room, and every time you enter the room Kusapi is there. But here it's like Kusapi seems to wander and do other stuff. Which is rather cool, but also very annoying. It doesn't help that our mental health has basically been drained, so we are just losing it. Oh, we are slowly... Okay, our willpower increases on stairs. That's cool. And then we duck to the final place. Okay. He did it. He absolutely did it. That didn't went badly. That went somewhat okay. Give me the save point. I'll go get more coffee and then let's see what waits us on the next screen. And back with a fresh batch of coffee. Now let's see. Did I save? I think I saved. Or whatever. Hello, Bob. I hear weird sounds. Was going to check the map that where I should go next. So there and there. How are you doing? Hope you're doing great. Oh, it's the doll room. There's actually a very fun puzzle here.
ずっと一緒だって約束したから二人で逃げたの。みんな死んじゃった。
Oh, nice.
みんな死んじゃった。
Or sister is possessed. Don't mind them. But now we have our
ミオ、
healer back. We can hold their hand to get our health back.
私を呼んでた。戻ってこいって。そしてもう一度儀式を。儀式って、あ、一緒にいよ。ずっと。うん。約束したじゃない。とにかくここから出よう。
Mm-hmm. Okay, we got the first butterfly theory. Today we had two special quests come to the village. Ryoso and the scholar that he now works with. Ryoso said he came back to the village because he was worried about Itsuki, but we are not allowed to discuss things about the village with people from outside. Itsuki being kept inside the storehouse ever since the day of the ceremony, it probably so prevent him from meeting with anyone from outside. Yae. The scholar who visiting used this special box he brought to create a picture of me and Yae. It somehow copies the figures it sees. My first turned out a little weird in my opinion, but I still had fun time. Although I bet the others are going to try out to make him sooner or later. After all, purification isn't over yet. We have to get him out of here before that can happen. All that matters is that my big sister and I can unite and become one. Sai. Sai, I need you to hide the key to back entrance in the Hinadol stand. It will save there. Nobody will touch the stand. Okay, we uncovered chapter 4, so things will happen.
聞こえるエラパレシ2人の巫女は天に通され蝶となる蝶となりて村を助くる2人の巫女を天に
So this is the Hinadol puzzle. We just need to find them. Yeah. Let me just see where's them. This needs to come down. The auto helpless one stays where it is. Okay, the middle one goes up. Oh, we are allowed to move them all as we wish. So this is like these two need to change the positions. Again, these switch places. Aren't they now correct? No, because this is actually up there. They seem correct, right? I mean, I think they're missing the... They're just missing the head. Let me just investigate this place. Or maybe... Of course. Can I take picture of Yoshi's? But I'm quite sure they're in the right order. But I am just missing the doll head. That's why it's not working as expected. Like, unless these need to be out. Oh yeah, the last two were in the wrong order. Originally, you had to swap them, like with the ones next to each other. Because the doll's head is missing. Oh yeah, now we have a key.
ミオ、ここから出よう。
Take my hand,
ミオ、
sister. I don't like there's a box here, sister. There's a monster in the box, sister. I said there's a box monster and I was correct. I hate when I'm correct. I hate when I am correct. What? Well, that was a cool trick. Of course you did that. Why wouldn't you do that? I do not appreciate your psychological warfare. Yeah. Sister, take my hand and shield me. Actually, we save and then we are Gucci for today. As we are going to have very much fun trying to escape this place. Yeah. But yeah. Fatal Frame is a very fun game where lots of things happen. And with that said, let's see who can we raid. Well, we have Pumpka playing Silent Hill, so let's go say hi to Pumpka. See you on the next stream, whenever it is. Thank you for watching and